Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How you all doing? I hope you're doing well and keeping safe. Please God, that'd be amazing. Today guys, I have a Primark haul. I know it's something a little bit different. Well, it's not different. I do Primark haul, but for the last month or two I've been doing Temu and I've been doing Shein, which I just love those sites, and I've got some beautiful stuff off those sites. But today I've got a Primark haul today, and obviously because I'm going away not long now. I don't know if you're going to see just before after I come back or just before I go. I'm not really sure which way because I've got a few videos lined up before this one. But so I want to show you bits and pieces I picked up for my other half. I picked up for my son, gifts for family in Canada, just little bits and bobs. When you go and see family, you can't go empty-handed. It's just a shame, and it's a bad, really, it's kind of bad because you're not guaranteed to, pick up things for people all the time, but it's just customary, I think, I think it's that is in most family. If you go and see family from abroad, you bring gifts and stuff like this, and we definitely do. So everyone not expects it, but it's just, I don't know, you haven't seen them for a while, so you pick up bits and bobs, which we have. And my other half, he hasn't seen his siblings. Some of them he hasn't seen in years. I think maybe over 20 years he hasn't seen them. Of course, he's in really good contact with them and stuff like this, but he hasn't seen them in ages. And that's going to be amazing that he's seeing. And I kept encouraging him, like, go and see, you just don't know what tomorrow is going to hold, babe. Like, just let's book and go, and you can go and see your family. I mean, I've got family there as well, and they're your brothers and sisters. You don't get another set of brothers and sisters. They have their ups and downs, like myself, like everyone else, but at the end of the day, they got your back, wrong or right. They have your back, and his siblings definitely, they're like that. They have his back regardless. But anyway, guys, but before I show you my Primark haul, please give me 5 minutes. If you don't want to see this part, just, fast forward 5 minutes. But I keep getting these brands, inspired brands reaching out to me, a lot of them actually, and I've kind of slowed them down on them because someone kind of put me up and said, you got to be careful how you promote these things. So I looked up on Google, and it told me if you say inspired, looks like very, good not copy. It didn't say copy, but you got to be careful with your words, how you promote them. But me, I'm a dupes woman. I'm a dupes woman, as you know. Anything dupey, because I get bored with fashion, and I think spending, a couple of thousand on an item that I'm only going to use a couple of times because I'm sick of you, just because you got a name brand on there. I don't really care about names, really, or I would invest in that, but they do look nice. And sometimes if you want to make a statement, sometimes you do want to make a statement, make it with the dupes, mate, because it's a lot cheaper. I mean, you definitely be spending like quarter of the price for something that's very inspired by the brand that you like, and Primark does a lot of dupes, or inspired, should I say. You got a lot of these H&M, or a lot of these companies are doing inspired stuff, and all the rest of it. So let me show you anyway. It's this. I don't want to show the name there, but if you know your brands, you know your brands. You probably saw a little bit of this, but you probably would know by the box what it's inspiring. Let's take it out. Has it got their name on there? I don't want to show the name, but anyway, if you know, you know. So it comes, obviously, if I cover half of it, you'll see some of the name. And there's the sort of dust bag it comes in, which I like. I'll put that in my drawer when I finish it. But this has come in just in time for my holiday, and I've chose so much stuff from this. And in fact, some of them, the stuff they've sent me, I don't have to show you guys, but some they want to be shown. So anyway, let me show you these shoes. Look at these shoes. I'll just go over the gold bit. I don't want to show, well, it don't really matter, I don't think, but you can see, if you know, you know. And I love these sort of sandals because they're so comfortable. I like anything that's got high sole. But look underneath, the grip, it's got a proper good rubber on the bottom of this, And obviously gold, I love gold, and it comes with the strap bit there so you can tighten up to your, so if you know you get swollen feet like I do in the summer, I get a lot of water retention. I don't know how I do that. People say take water tablets, people say drink more water. How do you drink more water if your feet are swollen up? Elevate them. But I look like trumpers. I look like elephantitis foot, because it's like tree trunks when they swell. Especially when I go to a hot country, they really swell up, and I don't know what to do about it. I've tried, mind you, the last time I went on holiday, they weren't so bad, but most times they're like that. Anyway, so yeah, and I tell you what, this website, which I'll put here, let me just move aside so you can see. It's got so many lovely inspired stuff in there at reasonable cost. At reasonable cost. Obviously, for me, still, it's a treat to spend that sort of money. But the quality, as you know, guys, I've worked with this brand quite a few times. I've worked with them loads of times. And they just keep reaching out to me. And I want someone like Hoover because I need a new Hoover now. Or an air fryer. That's what I want now, guys. But I'm grateful. I am absolutely grateful for them sending this out to me. Their website, as I said, has got everything you can ever wish for on there. Every inspired brand you can wish for on there at very reasonable prices. What I'll do, I'll put the discount code on the bottom here, and I will put it all in the description, and their website and everything else like this. I'll probably do a little try on so you can see it, and put it in the clip here. But I really like them. And now you see I'm trying to go fast because someone put me off. They did. Well, not put me off. They said, oh, they got a strike for doing this. But then when I went on the channel, I saw that they put the actual name of it in their thumbnail, and it was all over the website. You can't do that. You mustn't do that if it's not the real thing. You have to say inspired. So as I said, they're my shoes. Anyway, let me get on with it now. That's it. I've given you my little free 5 minutes. Dodotop, I think it's called Dodotop. I can never say it right because I say Dodotop, but I don't know if that's the way it's pronounced. But I'll put the logo there so you can have a see. Anyway, let's get on to this Primark haul, right? Let's get on to this Primark haul. But the first thing I want to show you that I got from Primark was this jacket for Tammy. Now I bought him a light one because he didn't want a cardigan, and he, anywhere you go, you're guaranteed it's going to be a bit chilly at night. So I thought, well, I'll get this for him for Canada. If it gets a bit cold at night or when we come back, just something for him to put over his arms and that. And I reckon he could wear this, like, obviously you can't wear it for winter, but you can wear it for most of the year, spring and summer and all the rest of it. It's got good padding in there though. I was really surprised, and it's got a good weight on it as well. So maybe, I don't know, I think it's just all right. It's just okay. It's got some pockets there, which he would love. And I don't know what that material is, but it's like sort of like men's quality blazer jacket. I don't know what it is. Have I got my glasses? But anyway, I bought it in a 13 to 14 and I paid £16 for that. And he really likes it. He wanted to wear it today. He's gone to football today. I told him not to, and we're going to see how he goes anyway, because last week he sprained his ankles and his feet swollen up. And I thought, oh my God, it was about, when he came home, he was limping. I said, what happened? And he didn't say anything. And when I looked at his foot was so fat. So in the morning, it went right back down. He had a little bit of swelling, a bit of bruising. He was walking in a pavement. I said to him, take me where the pavement is so I can take a picture of it. And I'm going to sue someone's ass, because, and then, I said to him, start school. He's like, no, I don't. He's a boy. He has never, two of my children are very good like that. They've never been one day, and praise God for that. They've never had one day sick at home. You never hear them talking about, Mum, I'm sick. And if they do have a little sniffle, they're still heading. They don't make no excuse, my children, to go to school or to work. They go. That, one thing I would say about my boys, they're very good like that. They got sort of the word ethnic as me, isn't it? I suppose, you're the example. And I'm one of these people, I've never been off sick either. In my 35 years of working full time or working, I've never been homesick. And even when I had my children, I was back to work within about a week. I was, Kevin was, he was C-section. I couldn't. My mum just basically came and said, if you want to go back to work, leave the child, go. And that's what I did. Yeah. So that was my first item. You know, am I going on again? Yeah, I know. Today's such a beautiful day though. Lovely. I'm going to a barbecue. That's why I'm so thought, you know what, let me not waste my makeup today and do a haul first before we go. So the next thing I picked up, yeah, was these shorts for my boy. And he loves these shorts. I think if you got a Primark next to you or anything, you got children and boys or girls, Primark is amazing for summer stuff, isn't it? Because your kids are growing so fast, you know, so fast. And I bought it in black. I bought this one in black, and this was £6. I mean, for £6 for denim, oh God, £6 for denim is just amazing, to be honest with you. Really amazing. And yeah, and I think it's still got, before they used to, maybe they don't do it today, but you used to have bits in here where you could tighten, couldn't you? You used to have bits here where you could tighten, but now you probably just wear a belt. But I thought that was absolutely good, and I do like that material of the denim. Amazing. So that was the second thing I picked up. And then obviously we went ahead and we picked up some jeans for Tammy, my boy Tammy. If you're new here, Tammy, his name is Tamani, but we call him Tammy for short, or Tam for short. I picked up a black, I don't know what it is, he likes black jeans. He doesn't really like, you know, like dark denim jeans or the light jeans. He doesn't like that. I don't know why. I've just noticed that recently, because the last few set of jeans I bought, they've been dark grey or black, and that's what he went to again. And obviously that's a 13 to 14. Now his waist is not that big, but he's tall man. The man's getting lanky. He's probably about almost the same length for me, the same height as me. And he's just, and the thing is, he used to be taking my Jordans, wearing my Jordans, my Nikes, and my Air Forces all the time, because, you know, those two trainers I love, right? And now he can't fit in them, which is good. He takes a size 7, just overnight. I've already had to buy 2 school shoes already. The last one I bought 6.5. That no longer fits him, and I bought that in somewhere in February. I bought one in September. That doesn't fit him. And now I've gone back now and bought him a 7, because I don't want to buy, you know, 7 is okay for him. But you know what? You don't want the foot to be too long. So you're trying to, you know, because I think and it can be uncomfortable if the shoes is too big. So you got to go with them. Oh my God, it's costing me a fortune. I was getting the kickers. And you know, they love their kickers and wallabies. I don't like the wallabies, but the kickers. But I'm saying, no, I can't be spending £70 on a kickers every 6 months for your shoes. So we're going to go for something cheaper. So we went for a nicer Clarks. It's cheaper. They were in a sale. And they came down from about 40 quid in Next, and they went down to 20. So I thought, right, I'm buying 7 and I'm going to buy an 8. That's what I did. Yeah, so that was that. And how much did I pay for this? £7, man. £7 for jeans. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then I picked up some knickknacks. I'm just going to let you see. Picked up some bits and bobs for Joelle's niece, my partner's nieces. This one is Stitch. That wasn't too bad. And some vests. Always need some vests. And some nice knickknacks. They're for some of his nieces. He's got some lovely nieces over there that he's dying to see. He keeps talking about one of his sisters who has 2 children. She's got some beautiful children. They're all beautiful, actually. They're all beautiful. But for some reason, he's got an attachment to, not the last one, the one before the last one. He said, oh, she's so pretty, you know, and look after her. He really loves her. He loves all of them, you know. But anyway, again, black again. Why did he pick up black in the summer? What? Oh, I don't know. I think, you know, he's a matchy boy, so I think he wanted to go with this. But black, I would have, do you know, if I thought about it, oh, I don't know. But anyway, he likes these Lakers. These are really nice, but they ain't cheap, are they, these Lakers? Right, okay, sorry, my battery went dead up there a bit. Anyway, let me continue on. The next thing I bought for my baby boy is this beautiful tracksuit, white, very cooling. I'm surprised he even picked this up, but I really do like it. I got this in a size 11 to 12 because I didn't have 13, but that he's not 11 to 12. He's actually a small, probably, sorry, yes, he's 11 to 12 because even though he's 13 in the next couple of months, he's quite small for his age, so this should be okay. It's got the cuffs on the bottom of it as well. I wish I could get him to do a try on. I don't know. Maybe I'll get him to do a try on. I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it will. This was £11. And I think they had this in grey. And I'm sure they had it in a black, which I didn't want another black. But it's just, and then it's got the drawstring here. So, you know, he's got a small waist. This is going to be, does it work actually? It does, oh, yes, it does. It does work. So it's good. I'm about to say, so sometimes they put that on there for just style and it does nothing really. And the good thing about this, it's got some deep pockets here, some really deep pockets. And it's got some pockets again on the front here, the same sort of pockets. And obviously it's a hoodie. So that should be nice. That should be really, really nice as well in the evenings when we go out for dinner and stuff like this. This would be great for him. So that was that. The next thing I picked up for my boy is this shirt. And I love these shirts. I buy them all the time. I just think it looks so nice on him. You could wear it, you know, I did try to convince him to get some denim jeans. He said, oh, I'll think about it. So the denim jeans went really nice with this shirt. Very cooling. It needs an iron, but it's got sort of that on the, like a fold over. Oh no, it's not a fold over. But you know, it's just so nice for this. And for £7, I just thought, God, this is just absolutely a steal. I am going to try and get some white, maybe some white shorts like the black ones to go with these ones so he can wear it. But as I said, I buy these every year. He gets one of these every year because I just love them so much. And they do them, excuse me, they do them in white, and I think they also do them in black as well. But you know what? Black in the summer, no, it's not really appropriate. I don't know. I still don't understand why I keep saying stop wearing black. You know, we wear enough black in the winter. Like, come on. And it attracts all the heat, doesn't it? And the next thing I picked up was this jacket. I'll do a little try on for you so you can see here. Is that my boy? He's up. He went back to sleep because, as I said, his ankle's giving him a bit of jit. I think today, if it doesn't sort itself out, I'm taking him to the hospital. I try not to, you know, take up the hospital all the time because it's so overcrowded. I was bathing it and I would put some deep heat. I have to be honest, he's walking a lot better on it, but it just gives him a little bit of a jip. So, I mean, he's obviously not broken it or he would not be able to walk it. He's probably fractured it and these things sort itself out, doesn't it? But I'll check him over if I find that it's just continuing too much. It's only been 5 days since this happened. Anyway, I bought this jacket. Love this jacket. Size 10. I thought, let me see if I could get a size 10 because I think it's more of a balloon size, so you can sort of get away with it. And I also bought this for myself for the, you know, cooler evenings and stuff like this. £20 it was. That's not bad. It's quite a heavy denim. You would have spent a lot more somewhere else, wouldn't you, with this? As I said, size 10. And it looks like this. Really like that. And it's like a half, what do you call them? I don't know, like a half jacket. It's not a full length to your waist. It's like a half jacket. And as I said, I do have a very dark denim one. I've had for many, many years. Can't find it. I've got that much clothes. I can't really find it. Or maybe, well, I say that, but I give away a lot of stuff. You know, as I told you, if you see that little box there, that is being packed away with a lot of clothes that I'm no longer wearing to send back home for someone else to make use of it. Because most of my clothes, I have to really, really like a lot of my clothes to be wearing over and over and over. Because as I said, I get bored. I do get bored. And sometimes they're sitting there that long in the wardrobe that I forget that it's there sometimes. So, yeah. So I do give away a lot. I don't throw them out, I give them away. The next thing I picked up was this, and this I picked up from my other half, and I don't know if I've ever told you about my other half. Anything that man wears, he looks good. I know I'm being a bit biased, but he just, the way he drops his clothes and the way it looks on him, he just looks so sexy. I'm telling you, there's a swag about him. Like, it's not an old man swag. I don't know what kind of swag, but there's a swag when he walks. He knows he looks good. And he can look good in designer and he can look good in Primark, the pound shop, whatever. However he puts his things together, he looks good. Baby boy, you do. So, yeah, here is what I got. Now, I don't know what you call that material, but I don't know what you call it, but it's not a material. I don't really like this material, but I did like this in this style. You know, he's like me. He gets bored and he sort of changes his clothes quite a bit. Not as much as I do, but he will wear this 1 or 2 times. And it's not expensive, is it, to be honest with you? Well, this trousers was £16. Now, what do they call this? Man's culottes or something? Because it's like got like a wide leg on it. And it's also got this drawstring here as well, so he can cinch it in as well on the waist. Now, he is walking, it's a relaxed fit, it says here. He's starting to walk to work now, which takes him about half an hour. And he said to me, and he's feeling really proud of himself. You know, you get to that age, you think you've got to look after yourself. So I said to him, and I said to him last week, we've got to stop eating these big meals. Well, I don't really eat big meals, but I do cook it for him. And I thought to myself, you know what? You're not helping him with his weight when you're cooking all these meals. And sometimes when I've cooked, he'd be like, oh, can I have seconds? And now I'm like, no, that's enough. You've got enough, So I'm doing these sandwiches in the day for him to take to work. And I'm, brown bread. We're trying to do the brown bread and not the thick slice. And yesterday I made a lovely salad. And he said, who do you think I am? Like eating all these carrots and all the rest of it. Look at me, a Caribbean man eating this sort of food. I said, listen, man, eat the food. Eat the food. This is good for you. You're going to like it. I put olives in there. I put carrots, chopped carrots, lettuce, olives, tomatoes, cucumbers, dressed it up, a bit of, feta cheese. And when that man scoops that plate, you would have thought, I'm thinking, I said to him, what did you just say to me? So today he's basically said, can you do another salad? So you see what I mean? So that's the bottoms, guys. That's the bottoms. And here's the top to it, which this is what, they had it in a brown. They had it, not in a black, it was a brown, cream, and the green. And the green was my favorite. And I bought the shirt to it. And it's just, he could wear it open with like a white vest, white vest underneath, have it open, that looks pretty good. And I bought it oversized because it's an oversized top, and he's got big arms. And I thought, well, because sometimes he's got a large and he is a large, but his arms are massive, And so I got in a size 14. So this suit, what is this, £30 for this suit? I mean, this is Primark we're talking about. That's quite expensive for Primark, isn't it? Well, yeah, it must be. But I guess, you buy this in River Island, you're probably paying maybe £40 just for the bottom, aren't you? As I say, it's just like for a holiday, something cool in and all the rest of it. And that. He went to Nike. He went to Nike yesterday and got a few outfits from Nike. You got to switch it up. You got to switch it up. Anyway, what else have I got in here to show you? Let's bring it up because I can't be bending down here. I've got to look at the back. Right. So, okay. Now, you probably would have seen my beachwear haul already. Now, a few of you said to me, I think I can see a nipple. You can't see my nipple. When I look, you know what? I could see what you mean. But I had on one of my swimming that I was hauling, because I felt you could see the nipple through the actual swimming costume. So I got one and I've got like nipple covering, like skin colors. Like if I'm wearing a dress that is a bit, sheer, and you could see, like back in the day when I didn't wear a bra and it was a bit sheer, I used to put the nipple covering. So it looks like I had something and you couldn't see anything. So I put one of those underneath it. So you could see the edge of it. So it looked, and I could see you guys couldn't be that lucky to see my nipple. Sorry. Anyway, right. So this is what I bought from Primark, yeah. obviously I'm taking out these. I've got to take out these because it would just look odd me having that on big breasts. Yeah, and this was a steal, and I love the color because I'm not gonna try out on this one today, no. But they did have some there. I might do a swimming costume try and haul there and see how it goes. So I got this. I got this in a 2XL because the simple fact I need the material for my boobs, and these things you do it to your own size, don't you? So that was good. I could have picked up in that size. Love that color on my skin. Really love that color. And then I bought the bottoms, and so that was $2.50. You know, did I tell you? Yeah, I must have told you. And then you get the bottoms, fiver. That's not bad. So you obviously you get the ties on the side again, and then you get it's like a full bum. I think it's a full bum. It's high rise with a full bum, and the color again, gorgeous. I don't know what do you call this color. Is it orange, salmon? I don't know what you call it. Obviously, I've got it in size large because the body the Vatican is big, is high. So we need material on it. The next thing I picked up was some sunglasses. Now, guys, if you've been here with me long enough, you know I love sunglasses. I bought these for £4, but the good thing about this, it's prescriptive ones. Yeah, so I can see, this looks good. Let me get it on. I love sunglasses. Any sort of sunglasses suit me. I think this is a 1.50, something like this, or 25. But look at it. This looks amazing. So, if I want to read something, I don't have to keep taking off me normal glasses to put, me other glasses on. So yeah, that I must remember that because I'll be pissed off if I left that home. And then obviously, no, this was in my bag. I actually, when I went upstairs to go and get the bag, I went in the kitchen and I felt like an apple. But I thought, you're going to have apple all in your teeth and everything else like this. But I put in the bag. But let me show you these apples. I don't know if you call them wax apple. But when I see this apple, it reminds me of, what's that? Please someone remind. Is it Snow White? Sleeping Beauty? Which one is it? Where the witch gives her an apple and says, bite it. I can't remember the story, but I know she gets a thingy and she goes into a Sleeping Beauty. Is it Sleeping Beauty? Guys, if you know which one I'm talking about, please put that story below. Jesus, how could I forget? I think Snow White was with the 70 wolves, right? Sleeping Beauty is the one. I need to go back and have a look at these things. But look at this apple. That apple is just so, I don't want to bite into it. But apparently my other half, he took one to work yesterday. He said they're tasteless as shit. There's no taste to it. They look absolutely enticing, but there's no, let me see. Please, right, guys, excuse me. He's absolutely, look at the talk of the devil, he's ringing me. Guys, I've got to answer his call before I carry on. Sorry about that. Right, so anyway, we'll talk about the apple, but let's forget about the apple now. The next thing I picked up was this. I love this. I had one of these years ago. Red, well, guys, if you've been with me anytime, red is my color. And I bought these culottes in a size medium. What is a medium? Is a medium like a 12 to 14? I think it might be about 12 to 14. And these were £14. Now, I remember I did buy a pair of these exact same culottes some years ago, and I think it was about £8. It was somewhere about £8. And now they're 14, but the quality of it feels good. But I definitely feel, yeah, Primark has gone up. Look, everywhere's gone up. Like, things have to go up. That's how the economy works. You can't think in the next 5 years you're going to get a loaf of bread for the same pound. That's just not how life is. Things go up, and we just got to face it. But I would say Primark stuff the quality for me has gone a little bit more better in certain things. And it's still Primark. It's still one of the cheapest places you can get stuff, isn't it? Really, let's be fair. unless you're gonna go to Temu or Shein, you know. So yeah, so these culottes, I love them. I do a try on so you can have a look and see what they look like. £14, nothing special. They've got the drawstrings there. Do these work? Yeah, they work. They're a bit stiff, but they work. So that's really good. And so I'll take that on holiday with me. I've got so many things to take on holiday. I'm only going for like 9 days. The next thing I picked up was this, and I love these ones. I'm always buying these. But the thing is, I wear them so much. Sometimes in the winter, I wear them as just like, well, I wear them as a vest, like an underneath thermal. And so I wash them quite often. So, you know, after a while, you wash these things too much, you're going to have to chuck them. And this time I've gone for red to go with the red clots. Let's see if that's the same sort of red. Similar. You know, I don't think people really know. And I love red. So, and I bought this in a medium. And I would say the quality is a little bit different from what I'm used to. But anyway, it's £2.50. Not bad. You can't go wrong with that, can you? It's really good. That's really good. And then obviously I've got some more sort of, what's this one? This is Bambi, all Disney characters for another baby girl. And then I picked up some, you know, when I go to Primark, I have to pick up their glasses because, you know, you go to the pound shop, you see everyone on the bus with the pound shop ones. When you go to Primark, you see some little different ones, and I really like these ones this time. You know, it makes me look like Harry Potter a little bit. You know, Harry Potter's wife, Harry Potter's black wife. You know, so yeah, I really like this. And what I think I can't see the price on this, how much this was. There's no price, but they're not, I think about £4. Yeah, so that's what those glasses there. And the last thing before, oh, I've got some more knickknacks for the kids. The last thing I bought were these shorts, which I love a lot. I got in a size 12. And what I like about these, I think I could turn them over if I want to. They're not so short. They're just above your knee, I think it is. But you could have one side like that and one side just with the rough cut here. Nothing special about this. Just a denim jeans there. I'll let you see what it looks like. It's a boyfriend short jeans, which is nice, which is a bit more looser, which is great. And yeah, so that was the last thing I got. And I got that in a size 12. And this was how much? How much was it? Oh, right, yes, right in front of me. £12. That's how much it was. Guys, that was my last item from this haul. And what do you think? Have you guys started sort of buying your summer stuff for the summer? And I know a lot of people, if you're in the UK, and the US now has Primark. A lot of places have Primark. Have you started buying your little bits and bobs for your summer holidays and stuff like this? I see a lot of people doing hauls on Primark and all the rest of it, because you get all your essentials there. You can get your, you know, your knickers and, you know, your little bras and socks and, you know, at least your basics you can go and get there for your summer holidays. Summer bags, I've got some lovely summer bags there. Lovely, well, I've seen online their beachwear, but I haven't seen much in my store. But you guys keep telling me that Primark has some really lovely bikini, which my Primark only has a small section with bikinis. I didn't find a lot, only those one I showed you before. Anyway, so guys, that as I said, that's the last bit of my haul. So what are you guys doing today? Anyone doing anything exciting? What you cooking? Are you going out with your friends? I'm going to a barbecue, as I said. I'm going to my cousin's barbecue, and she does a really barbecue. She has games. She has a small pool. Even though the weather doesn't look as nice, it's very bright. It's quite bright. So I'm gonna have to put a cardi over this and stuff like this. I cooked yesterday. I cooked some lamb yesterday. So my other half's not going because he's at work. So he'll get that when he comes in. But yeah, apart from that, that's all that's going on with me at the moment. And everything is well. Everything is good. I have to say, you know, I feel very blessed, very grateful for life as always, and that's about it. So guys, if you like this sort of content and all the rest of it, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, which I think is down this way or this way, this way, one of those ways. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and if you'd like to share, like, whatever you fancy, any commands, that'd be absolutely amazing. Anyway, until next time, you guys take care of yourself and each other, and I will see you soon. Take care.